Ashland, PA, circa 1870. Back then, the men were men and the women were darn glad they were. You are standing in Pug Mahone's bar, a popular watering hole in the 1870s. At the time, Ashland was a coal mining town and the miners always needed to wet their whistle. Pug Mahone was always glad to take their miners' money, but she was more of a friend to the mine owners. She always reported any talk of unionization to the mine owners, and she helped the mine owners in breaking the unions in Ashland. Pug Mahone caused a lot of pain and suffering in this building, and it is rumored that her spirit and the spirits of tortured miners still roam these halls. This is a typical night in Pug Mahone's. Let's listen in.
So what's it going to be, Clancy? The usual draft?
No, just pour a solid drink, and I'll take a shot of Jameson. The amalgamated mine workers will be here in the morning, and it'll make the working conditions in the mine a lot better. We're going to make a lot more money.
When Pug would hear words like this, she would give her nod to the henchmen, and the work of the union busting would begin. After a few years, Clancy would be invited into the back room, which was full of free beer, busty wenches, and cards. Pug never lost money. The mine owners compensated her generously for her work on their behalf. And because of the people like Pug Mahone, the unions never came to action. Let's step into the back room to see what went on behind closed doors. As we go through tonight, beware of the tortured souls, the mangled miners, and the former customers of Pug Mahone's, because rumor has it that they are still here, and on a cold autumn night like tonight, they might just pay us a visit. Anti-union persuasion would take place. It was violent, but oftentimes very effective.
I'll draw two.
I'll draw the union soul out of you.
Such often took care of any union organizing. The victim would come into an hour and he would be told that any more talk of unions would lead to more severe punishment. This usually knocked the fight out of the miner, and he was told to attribute the gash on his head to a rock the fall next day. Most miners did as they needed to work, but if they still talked of unions, they were led upstairs for more convincing. He was brought here for some more serious punishment. This miner didn't have any sense knocked into him downstairs, so let's see what happens next.
This will teach you to organize a union. You'll never sign those papers. Ah! Tell your boss your mine car ran over your fingers.
This usually did the trick. The miners were grateful to stay alive, and they knew that they could work with no fingers. This was effective, but not always. Let's proceed to the next room to see how the hardcore cases were handled. In this room, the most serious anti-union took place. If the miners still had some fight in him, one will be placed hit with an axe and took the fight out of him.
Hold him steady, my one good sir Max will take care of him.
The hell with that axe! He's too hardcore to get him out of this union.
And so ends the fight between the unions in Ashland. The miner's lifeless body will be carried out through a secret passageway, and the next morning his body will be blown to bits in a freak explosion in the mine. There would be hardly anybody left, and no one ever caught on the anti-union work of Pug Mahone. Follow me out the secret passageway. Imagine working in a cramped, dark space like this underground, knowing that your life could end with the spark of a match.